Hello everyone, I'm Mike
Hi, and I'm Maria.
and this is TalkAlley.
Happy New Year!
Yes, Happy New
Hello,
Year
welcome
and
2020.
welcome to 2022. I hope everyone listening and viewers came in this very new year
Yes.
and having high hopes and dreams for this coming year.
Yeah, we do have a lot of high hopes for 2022, of course. First and foremost, I do want COVID to disappear, which is, of course, impossible. Not what was this, a new hybrid again?
Omicron.
Omicron.
Yes.
Yeah, Omicron is everywhere. So please, everyone, because oh my God, I just heard this news about this very privileged girl back home in the Philippines who escaped her. Not really escaped. She just went out of her hotel room while she was still under quarantine, and then, according to the news from her, because she had Omicron, she was COVID-19 positive and has Omicron. She went to a party and then with her friends, and now most of her friends are infected. Can you believe how irresponsible is that?
Yes.
Girl, really,
Yes,
you're not.
but this is not the only case. It happens here in Germany. You can implement 2G plus and hope that nothing will spread on the parties or events that are coming up. But
Yeah.
in some cases it will. And then, as we can see
Yeah, but
also in the
that's-
news, the
but-
incidents are rising again.
Yeah, they're filing a case against her, and that's really, really, really irresponsible
Yes.
of her. I swear,
Yes.
it's really responsible. There was really an intent in violating, the laws that's being implemented, and she did violate, and she goes to jail.
Yes.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yes, and as you can see, our first episode of this year is also starting with the in the name of COVID. But we're going to have a nice guest today.
Yes,
Um,
yes. I'm excited
Yes.
to, we thank Clyde for introducing her to us. Clyde Hortensio. Thank you very much, Clyde, for being the bridge for us to meet our new guest today. And of course, we have a co-host, and we'd like to welcome her. Hello. Where's our co-host?
yeah, he is our co-host.
Hi,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Hello, Jessica. Thank you for joining.
Hi, I'm here again. Thank you,
Hi.
Mike. Thank you, Maria, for inviting me.
And how's your new year?
Oh, you know how it was. A lot of fun,
Mhm.
a lot of fun, a lot of dancing, and for adults only.
Okay. Oh. were you
We're all
also
adults here.
were you also enjoying because the Germans they traditionally enjoy the what you call the pretzel filled with nuts inside. This is
Yeah.
traditionally if you start the new year. This is one thing, for example. Do you have
And you're eating
any?
it now.
We are still eating it, so yeah. We're
Okay.
still full from Christmas over the Christmas
We're still
vacation.
full from everything.
And then New Year, and we had a lot of food during New Year. And then my father brought traditionally the pretzel, which is filled with nuts. On top, there are some sprinkles.
Every
Very
year.
delicious.
There were lots of leftovers, isn't it?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're finishing off everything. This is just, so much food. Okay,
Yeah.
so how did you celebrate your New Year?
Okay, there was a party at my neighbors. Yeah. But
Okay.
we're only allowed to party only for 10 people. In Germany, we are only allowed in 2G. So only for 10 people, and we were really 10 people.
Okay.
You counted, okay.
I did.
Yeah. As the teacher, Jessica always has to make the head count, so
Yes.
everyone is present. Yes. How
And
about
before
fireworks?
that, we had our test also, COVID test.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very responsible of this guy. Also, when she comes here, she brought tests, and everyone
Yeah.
got tested.
Yeah, exactly. When she visited us, she also brought tests with
A
her.
good role model, gutes Vorbild. Yeah.
Okay.
How about fireworks? Were there fireworks in your locality?
Okay, it was also forbidden in Germany to buy
Mhm.
fireworks, and
Mm.
we they did
In
not send any
public, in
fireworks
public,
too.
not
But
within your property. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
But we had fireworks.
Okay.
yeah. You can
Fireworks
actually
from
do fireworks, but
Mm.
within your property, not
yes, within our
outside.
property. Yeah, that's
They're in
right.
public places.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
those are the rules.
Yes.
yeah.
And what else?
What
What
else?
about back home? Did you call your? It was traffic. No, there was a lot of traffic online.
But what
So it
we
was.
had we
Yeah.
got lucky because we had relatives from all over the world. You know that, Maria.
Mhm.
Um, we got a call from Brazil, for example, from the
Mm,
Philippines, also, of course, and from the United States.
yeah.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
got lucky, and
Although
also
there
from
was a lot of
Darmstadt. No?
traffic, it
I got a
was.
call from Darmstadt too.
Yes, yes. Got a call from us. That's true.
Yeah. And also because so many people, in the Philippines, how much is the population of the Philippines? It's like
200
100,
million,
more than 100 million
more
Mm.
people.
than more than.
And 72 to 75 million are using Facebook alone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Online, always online. 72 million of the population are using the internet. So
hmm,
let's say those people are online on that day and using twice as much. Can you imagine that? But anyway, I hope they were able to connect with their families worldwide.
yeah. I
Right?
think so too. I
Right,
think so.
right, right. How
Yes.
did we celebrate our New Year? We were dancing
Oh,
a lot.
Yes, yeah. As Jessica saw and Glenn saw, shout out to the Villa Cuatro family.
Yes, hello
With the
in Dusseldorf to our
yes, the
friends
Düsseldorf.
Amor, Glenn, and Gaya.
Our
Hi.
family was dancing into the new year,
Yes.
having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we had a bit of fireworks ourselves, and
Mhm.
our neighbors had the big fireworks, which really
Mhm.
impressed us.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Mm.
They were just right next to us, and they had this because it's like they're most of them are students, right? So they
Yes.
had this amazing fireworks display, and everyone went out and watched it,
Mm.
and yeah, it was cool. So, and also, we would like to say hi to Digna, Eric, and Leona, of course, our friends here in Bixhausen. Hi, we miss you. I hope you're all okay. And who else do you wanna? I
Yes, of
want to
course,
say
greeting.
hello to our friends in Iloilo and Capiz
Yes.
who are watching us out there.
Hmm.
Oo, kamusta ka mo dira? In Ilonggo. Hi.
Yes,
And
and
hi
for our
to
listeners, and to who?
and hi to my mom and to my sisters.
Where?
Yes.
Yeah,
Where are
in
they?
Santa Ana, Manila.
Yeah, sa
Okay.
mga taga Santa Ana. Hello, kayo dyan.
Yes.
Kamusta?
To yes, shout out to our relatives
Also,
and close family,
yes.
and of course to our listeners and viewers. Just post or comment how you spend your New Year's
Yes.
2022.
Or what's your New Year's resolution? Yeah,
Yes.
that's our a question to our viewers right
Mm.
now. Share with us what your New Year's resolution for 2022. So, do you have a before we talk about our New Year's
Before
resolution,
we,
our
yeah. Hmm.
guest, please watch this. Multitaskers languages.
Ah, okay. I just needed to cue, so here we are. Multitaskers language.
Okay, so Mike, multitaskers languages, they teach German and other European languages such as Italian, French,
Spanish.
Spanish,
Yes.
They teach a lot of languages in that school and they online school and they
Mhm.
have courses for adults and kids and teens. You can either get one group session or one individual session free of charge. Um, The courses are also available as individual tuition. If you're interested, please indicate the course and the level, and also whether you're interested in a course for adults or kids
Mhm.
or teens.
Yes, this is a very family-friendly institution. For more information down below, you can refer to WhatsApp and
Multitaskers Languages will send you personal messages
yes.
with video examples of our online
Mhm.
lessons, link to our reviews, exact timings, and prices. All materials, written placement tests, and an oral interview are free of charge. For email, info at multi-taskers.de. WhatsApp is +491520958260 For those who are interested, you may check the ad on TalkAlley page as well. Please check it out.
Okay.
So, NWagi project, Mike.
Yes, the Unlawful Project is a humanitarian incorporation,
A
and
few weeks ago,
yes, yeah, it's a few weeks ago. Tens of thousands of people have evacuated their homes in the Philippines. A super typhoon Rai, known as locally Odette, passed through the southern and central portions of the country today. Last Sunday, in collaboration with the NWagi project and Clyde Hortensio, who helped us with the collaboration, Talk Alley with our guests and with the special performers from our friends, try to extend our love to our kababayans back home by raising funds to aid them.
yeah, we did. Yeah, it was really from the bottom of our hearts. We were able to raise more than 10,000 pesos, right?
Yes,
So we
converted.
sent it to 10,292.68 pesos. We sent it to the Anlawagi project as well. And again, we would like to thank all of those who generously supported this event.
Yes,
Of
thank
course,
you.
we know that so many organizations now and groups, after which created their own fundraising project, and we thank everyone for being kind and extending their hearts to the people of the Philippines who were directly affected by the typhoon Odette.
Yes.
Yes. So to know more about the Anluwagi project, our guest for today, I'm going to introduce her. She's currently doing her pre-law at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. She is the president of the PUP College of Social Sciences and Development Student Council. She's a chairperson at Samasa PUP CSSD, spokesperson of the Samasa PUP. She's also associate editor at Baliktanaw, and she's the and chairman at the Anluwagi Project. Ladies and gentlemen, Flory Joy Alvarez.
Ayun, hello everyone.
Hi, Flory.
Hello po.
How are you?
Firstly, I would like to thank everyone for supporting our organization, especially to the Talk Ali, to Clyde, and to
Yes.
everyone who worked together for us to donate something for the people of Odette. And ayun po, clarify din po doon na former po na ako nung mga bagay na yun because yun nga now I am the College of Social Science and Development's president in PUP. So parang kailangan tanggalin muna yung mga org to focus on that position. Pero yun po, thank you so much po talaga to everyone here. Ayun, medyo nahiya nga po kasi first time ko po dito sa Talk Ali.
Of course,
Ayun.
it's our pleasure. It's the least we can
Yes.
do to our kababayan. Because we wanted to help more, but then after our fundraising, there were so many organizations actually here in Germany and all other parts of Europe. Actually, Jessica, your organization is also raising funds, right?
I think the NUJP is also raising funds for typhoon or death victims, no, in the
Yes.
Visayan regions. Pati yata TFC may ginagawa din. Yeah. Yeah, marami talagang tulong na napupunta
Here,
sa
actually.
region this time, yeah.
How about there are a lot of organizations in Germany also, no?
Yes,
That's connected to the Philippines.
Yes, so you have
Like,
the SOS Kinderdörfer, for example,
yeah,
and then
Right.
many humanitarian.
those religious ones in Harrow. What was that? I forgot.
Forgot the name. Doesn't pop up right now.
GIS also. GIS? Yes,
GIZ. Yes, they
GIZ.
also
That
help. Yeah.
also is, yeah. There's so many organizations connected to Germany also that is based in the Philippines. So we're really confident that help is coming their way. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I heard that US is the largest contribution for Typhoon Odette. I think 100 million pesos already. They've already
Mhm.
given to the government. So I've read about it. So, the Anuwagi project, tell us about it. What is, Jessica was asking me
Yeah.
yesterday, what does Anuwagi mean? No,
What is
before you explain
NWagi?
to us what the
So,
Anuwagi project is, what is
um,
Anuwagi? Is that
Yeah.
Ilonggo?
So Nuwagi is a Filipino term for carpenters. We actually name it because we believe that we are all nation builders, and like carpenters, we could actually fix the world. Parang yun po yung idea
Mhm.
niya.
Ah,
It
okay.
is a humanitarian organization of committed, passionate, optimistic professionals and young leaders which seeks to provide solutions to problems arising in communities. So we work together and go to communities around the Philippines and formulate grounded programs and project na nakaangkla talaga dun sa kondisyon ng community na yun at kung ano talaga po yung pangangailangan nila. Bali 4 years na po yung Anluwagi. I founded the organization when I was 16. It was only a
Mhm.
project po. It
Mhm.
was only a project for the Asian Girl Ambassadors because when I was 16, I was one of the Asian Girl Ambassador in Asia. We go to different countries around the world to speak about human rights and gender equalities and of course woman empowerment. So before pupunta kami sa New York, I speak for the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women at sa iba pa. And as an ambassador, we need to have a project which is nakadepende yun kung paano namin siya gusto. And one of yung naisip ko nun is the Anluwagi project. Dapat po ano lang siya one time big time as an ambassador, but then many people joined the movement. And then after that, we registered it into as an organization. And then now
Mhm.
we have 2,000 volunteers, more than 2,000 volunteers for the past 4 years, and a lot of members already, which is from the ano po, different parts of the Philippines. That now we can say that the Anluwagi project is not just a project, but it is actually a movement. Ayun po yung story at concept po ng the Anluwagi project. Ayun po.
Is that Luwagi? Is it a Tagalog term? Or what
Opo.
kind of dialect is it?
Oh,
Hindi lang po ako sure,
Tagalog.
pero
Yeah.
deep Filipino term po siya eh, for carpenter, ganun
Mhm.
po.
Ah, okay. I've never heard of it. This is actually the first time it was so unique to me actually. Anduwagi. I've
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
never
Nuwagi,
heard of
opo.
them. Have you, Jessica? Because you were asking me yesterday, right?
Yeah. Eh, basta, ngayon maliwanag na, no? Kasi ang bilib lang talaga ako kasi Maria, napakabata pa niya. No? Tapos
Yeah.
nakaisip na siya ng ganong klase mga proyekto. Ah,
We also had that. When I was in Girl Scouts, we also
yeah.
had that,
Girl Scout din
right?
po ako, ma'am.
Kaya,
You were chosen as let's say you're chosen as one of the top Girl Scouts in the country.
Mhm.
You're
mhm,
also asked to create either a project or an
yes.
organization, or right? We do that
Chief
for the
Girl Scout
community.
medal scheme, naalala ko po yun kasi I was one of the
Yeah.
Chief Girl Scout medal scheme.
We do
Pero
that when we create projects. And
yes,
so I think this is a provinces. We were so active in different various organizations then, like for National Society of Philippine Science Clubs, and what was that? Anyway, we science clubs as
Mhm.
well. We also create those things. So yeah, it's for me at 16, that's expected, I think, in the provinces. It's if you're in the top ranking of the, the in the school, if you're a top student, it's just very common, right, Flory?
opo. Kasi
Mhm.
maaga kaming pina-practice talaga sa mga probinsya na parang dapat
Mhm.
sumali ka sa mga contest na 'yan. So, gano'n. Kaya actually po, one province lang po kami ni Clyde and we knew each other since we were young. So, kaya active
Mhm.
din siya, gano'n. Kasi gano'n po talaga kami grino sa mga probinsya namin, sa Capiz na
You're
dapat
also,
bata ka pa
both
lang
of you are
active
also
ka na.
member of the Boris Foundation.
Oh,
Boris
Lori
Foundation.
and Clyde also are also members of Attorney Boris, remember from
Oh.
Capiz, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No,
This during the,
Vincent Boris comes into mind, but
no,
the
that's
guitar.
that's a guitar player.
Okay.
But Attorney Boris is
Yes.
from Capiz, and he created the Boris Foundation there,
Okay.
and both of them are members.
That's nice.
Yeah.
yes,
So,
opo. We are one
yeah.
of the 10 outstanding student of Capiz when we were like 15 po ata. Bata pa po kami nun. And maganda po yung idea ng TOSOC eh. Parang lahat ng pinaka-achiever or magagaling sa probinsya namin, pinagsasama-sama sila sa isang bahay. And then characters are test na it shows that you should not just be good in your academics or achieving things outside the university or school, but you should be grounded and you are well disciplined. Ayun po. Parang ganun po yung idea ng Bailes Tosok. Ganun po.
Yeah.
Okay, so you founded alone or together with someone with 16 the NWagi project?
No, she founded it
Actually- Actually po, yung NWagi project, may co-founder po ako si Sir Buddy, yung kasama ko pong coach nung pumupunta kami ng ibang bansa. And then meron din ibang mga volunteers na mga una naming board of directors. Actually 11 lang po kami noon eh. Tapos 4 na youth. Ganun lang po nagsimula yung org. Parang mga naniwala sa vision ng organization. Pero ngayon sobrang dami na po namin.
Yeah.
Kaya po nakakatuwa po balikan.
So you're 20 years old now.
Opo,
You're
20
opo.
years.
How many years already? Isn't the
Ano po,
Nuwagi?
4 years.
4
When,
years, yeah,
21 na po ako. Sa
Okay.
January 4 po. Ayun, birthday.
Oh,
Kaya, 4
So,
years na.
4 years. How many members do you have now?
The idea of the NWagi project is in every year, we have 40 core members. Mga 40.
44.
Mga 40 po na core members. Tapos sila yung nag-formulate ng project in 1 year. Pero marami kaming volunteers. After that, next year, magbabago ulit. Parang ganyan.
Wait,
And then the
how
next
many members do you have so far?
Ngayon po, we have 40 members. And
So,
then, pero, meron kaming more than 2,000 volunteers.
okay.
Yan po.
So the
Can I ask?
members is limited only to 40.
Okay.
In 4 years, you had around 160 to 180 members already in 4 years.
Madami na po, opo. Sobrang,
Plus, 4 years, 40, right, per year. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 160, maybe more or less like that. And 2,000 volunteers. Why do you leave? For...
Jessica has a question.
Okay, Jessica,
Yeah.
you have a question.
If I may ask, no, where do you get your funding? Through donations mainly?
ayun po. No po, we join grants. Bali,
Okay.
last time, yung grants po kasi, di ba, parang you have to formulate a project. So last time, we have this project called the iwin, Information on Wheels Initiative, wherein we go to IT communities and then we teach them how will you know if this is fake news or not and why it is needed for us to know things about COVID-19 dahil po yung mga indigenous people po sa atin, meron po silang self-determination and meron silang kakayahan para sa kanilang mga sarili na decision kung ano po yung paano nila iintindihin yung mga bagay. And we respect that po. Bali, yung sa amin naman po ay nag-introduce lang kami sa kanila na bakit kailangan magpa-vaccine, mga ganun po na idea. And teaching them what is fake news and what is not fake news, parang ganyan po. Tapos we join it in the US Embassy Media Civic Lab and we won 20,000 po. Second place sa buong Philippines po. Parang ganun po
Lori,
kami.
what's the funding of the NWagi? Is it a startup company? Something like that? Or it's a non-profit? How is it registered?
Non-profit po siya, parang youth organization lang po talaga siya eh. And aside from donation, yun nga po, nagjo-join po kami ng grants. If ever po na merong mga nagdo-donate po sa amin at sobra, kinikip po namin yun para sa mga susunod pang project. Tapos po pagka nananalo kami sa grant at sobra yung nabibigay sa amin, kinikip din po namin. Tapos minsan, dahil nga po online class, at nahihirapan yung mga estudyante, we have this kina-adman grants wherein we give 5,000 pesos dun sa mga nahihirapan sa online class na nasa marginalized sector. Parang ganyan po. Very mass-based po talaga yung organization, very mass-oriented. Tapos po, may mga expert din po kaming nakakausap. For example, kung sektor ng mga kababaihan, ng LGBT, ng mga kabataan or IPs yung gusto naming tulungan,
Great.
nakikipag-usap
Yes.
talaga po kami sa mga sectors na expert doon para mas maintindihan namin yung linya nila at hindi kami magkamali dun sa mga programa na gagawin po namin sa kanila. Ganyan po.
So, how can you help, for example, nabanggit mo nga yung ano, yung online classes, no? Na tumutulong din kayo sa mga kabataan na nahihirapan sa mga online classes. How do you do it?
Yun po,
They
meron
give a
kami
grant.
yes, we give ano po, parang financial assistant po sa
Okay.
kanila. And then those financial assistant will be used for their online classes. May liquidation din naman po yun sila na pinapasa sa amin na itong binigay niyo sa amin ay ginamit namin para sa load, para sa
Okay.
internet, or di kaya sa dagdag pambili ng laptops. Parang ganun po siya.
Yeah. Okay.
And aside from that po, meron kaming mga Philippine social realities na mga education festival, mga ganyan po, or di kaya tumutulong kami nga po sa mga iba't ibang sektor. And then we teach young people na mahalaga na tayo ay makiisa sa mga ganitong campaign dahil may ambag ang kabataan sa mga ganitong problema and kailangan natin itong maintindihan. Parang ganun po siya.
Okay.
So, how many projects in 4 years have you had so far?
Ang dami na po,
Yeah,
hindi na
good
po
point.
namin mabilang eh. Kasi po, bukod po sa Philippine-wide siya, recognized din po kami internationally. And sometimes, we won awards internationally. Actually, one of our members were sent to Taiwan, ganyan.
Okay.
And then ano po eh, parang gumawa ng Safe Body application. Safe Body is an application wherein in just parang touching the SOS button, you will be directed to hotlines na tumutulong sa mga violence against women and children. So it won third place in the Asian Girl campaign in Taiwan and first place in the Asia Pacific po. Yun, parang,
So
and
we're
may
talking
funding
about a
din po yun.
mobile,
Parang
right?
sobrang dami na po talaga. Madami, the 4 years, it's not about one person alone. It is about all the people who work together to make the NWagi project as it is. Parang ganyan po. Parang all the
Because it's
credits
only
are given to the people.
it's not only they're not only raising fund every time there's a disaster or a typhoon. They also do webinars, right? Leadership
Yes.
trainings,
Awareness.
right? Awareness
Right.
and webinars for social awareness of a particular issue, like as they've said, for the awareness for the violence against women and children. What else are you all involved in? Human rights, violence against women and children. What else besides that? Education.
Yung ano po eh, bali may 4 sub-programs po kami together. 4 sub-programs working together to fulfill the mission and the vision of the organization. So, meron kaming education, dun po pumapasok yung mga educational discussion, and nung face-to-face classes, pumupunta talaga kami sa mga um, we were able to partner with the Department of Education before, and then gumagawa kami ng mga leadership programs na originally designed ng mga kabataan. So what is good about our organization, it was designed by us youth. And we are actually introducing it to the youth. Kaya very naintindihan nila yung scope and natututo po sila dahil ka-age nila yung mga gumagawa. And they were inspired as well in a thought na, ay, mga kaedad ko rin. So kung kaya nila, mas kaya ko. Parang ganon. And then we have the charity. Dun po pumapasok yung mga donation. The charities are one-time, big-time project. Pero sabi nga po namin, hindi dapat tayo nag-focus sa one-time, big-time project. It should be long-term, nakakapagpabago ng buhay ng isang komunidad. Kaya we have community din na project. Yan. And we also have youth project. Yung 4 po na yung sub-programs, dun po siya. And yun po, madami po meron din kami tuwing bagyo na online monitoring. Yung online monitoring naman po, we have parang volunteers which will act as encoder and callers. And then, pagka may kailangan ng tao or di kaya ng mga taong kailangang i-rescue, i-hashtag lang nila yung top rescue PH, and then we will see the post, and then tatawagan ng caller yan na parang, hello, kamusta kayo dyan? Ano yung sitwasyon dyan? Pag kailangan din ng rescue, tatawagan na agad ng rescue. Pagka kailangan ng, pag walang available na rescue, tinataas namin siya sa Office of the Vice President. Parang ganun po yung idea niya. So, on that same thought, na parang bukod sa pagdo-donation drive after the typhoon, on the site of typhoon, we were able to help people na ma-rescue talaga at matulungan na ano din yung buhay nila given na
Mhm.
nasa isang ano sila parang parang kalamidad. Parang ganun po yung idea. Tapos may mga encoders din po na nag-encode. So, pagkatapos nun ma-visualize namin sino na yung na-rescue, sino na yung hindi, sino pa yung kailangan ng tulong. Parang ganun pa po. Marami pa po kaming ginagawa sa ano
Wait,
namin.
let me stop you there. You mentioned about the Office of the Vice President. So your organization is collaborating with her office on this?
On that project, but not on every project.
Yes,
Parang,
on that project.
opo,
Exactly.
opo, dun po sa
Oh,
online monitoring.
that's wonderful, no? She taps also organizations, various organizations in the country, not only getting volunteers, but also various organizations like yours. That's good.
Mhm.
No? She uses a lot of
Actually,
manpower.
nung 4th
Yes.
anniversary po namin, the NWagi project was greeted by the Office of the Vice President for the 4th anniversary of the NWagi project. Ganyan
Yay.
po.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, you're doing a really good job. So, okay,
Yeah.
so you're doing a lot of monitoring, a lot of educational awareness.
Mhm.
Yes, right?
Yes. And I actually got another question for the application they had because I think that's a very good thing to have an application where you press a button if you feel if there are children or women or anyone else being mistreated. That you have a central point where you can just push the button and you have a shout out to
Yeah, but
authorities.
of course, this one is all. It's not accessible to everyone. Not
Mhm.
everyone in the Philippines, especially the ones in the Laylayan, will be able to access those. Right?
Is it internet based or is there a text message like via network sent out
It's
to?
through an app, right?
Yeah, but apps can also send messages.
Yes.
Yes. So internet is not really
They
mandatory.
just need a key. But internet is actually to function to
Okay.
the app, so it's necessary.
Mhm.
So
So you had the resources there to develop that app. This is really nice.
Actually po, kulang pa po yung sa application po namin na Safe Body. Hindi pa, sa Japan po siya ginagawa ngayon dahil po hindi lang po parang ano po siya, three countries working together. Bali, the NWagi project from the Philippines, Nepal, and then Japan. So, yun po. Nasa
but
Japan.
this project, the Body project, was created. Who founded that idea?
Ano po, parang, ano po kasi yun parang in-invite yung The NWagi Project to send parang delegates from the Philippines going to an Asian campaign for girls. And then we send off girls there and then kailangan nila gumawa ng app. So, team up sila. And then, dun po nila ginawa yung Safe Body until after ng Asian Girl Camp na yun, tinuloy siya. Na parang sumali pa sa ibang contest. So, parang ganun po yung
Is there a
idea
time
niya.
frame that finally the Body system will finally launch and will be used by the girls who needs them?
Bali po kasi, konti pa lang po yung funds namin given na $20,000 po ata yung kailangan. Ay, parang $20,000 po yung kailangan sa Japan na pera, pero po meron lang po kaming parang
For the
around
developers?
4,000 plus na dollars pa lang po. So, medyo konti pa po Kaya po,
So
nag-iipon pa po kami.
So you're speaking $24,000 to press a button on an application to ask for help to authorities?
Are you saying this will be paid to developers?
Opo,
For an app.
that will be paid for the developers po ng app and then it will be made sa Japan. Kasi yun nga po, nung napag-usapan po
We have so many,
Um,
actually, we have so many mobile developers back home in the Philippines.
Kasi po, pinag-uusapan po kasi siya nung mga people involved and parang yung sinabi nga po dun sa international, actually sinabi ko din nga po nung time na yun na sa Philippines pwede naman na gawin kasi mas mura sa amin magpagawa ng application. Pero sabi nila dahil nga daw po standardized dapat na application and kailangan buong mundo yung nakakagamit, mas maganda daw po daw sa Japan dahil high-tech nga po doon. And we actually parang nag-agree din naman kami doon and then respected naman po namin yung decision
Cost
ng
a
bawat
lot.
isa.
I mean, they should have considered that your organization is coming from a third world country and they're asking for so much, right?
Opo. Bali, kaya po yung ginagawa namin, nagtutulong-tulungan po talaga kami para dun sa safe body na application ng mga girls.
Yeah,
Pero
it's
ang
really
plano nga po namin is sasali pa rin sa mga grant. Parang ganun po yung
Oo, kasi
idea.
it's a very promising project. Actually, it's a need talaga because
Yes.
we know that there are so many abuses, especially now. Kapag may quarantine kasi or lockdown or in every country, city
Domestic
or
violence
province, domestic violence exists.
rising,
Yes, and
especially during the
abuse
pandemic.
towards there's so many deaths of children already and women during the pandemic because of the abuses within
Yes
their
po.
home. So this project is really, for me, it's really necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
nakakatakot po pag pandemya din po dahil po yung penetrators or yung mga nang aabuso ay nandun po talaga sa mga bahay ng mga victims. And
exactly.
opo, kaya po nakakatakot and yun nga po nakikita talaga yung need ng app. Pero yun nga po kailangan pa ng enough funding. Sana nga po makapag-ipon na kami by this 2022 para ma-launch na po yung application. Pero ngayon gumagawa po kami ng mga replica
So
app.
besides, let's say Japan is doing it, who else is contributing to the $20,000? Is there are there other organizations? Because if you think about it, the world is going to use this application for free. So aren't other countries contributing to the 20,000? I'm just
Nung
asking. I'm very curious because it's a
nung
lot of
time
money for young people to deal with, right?
Nung time po na nanalo po kami nun, hindi naman siya talaga na media or na news. Parang, kaya hindi po talaga siya napapansin. And parang, so parang ano po, kami lang talaga yung nag-work together doon. Parang siguro nasa isang malaking box kami, tas ang liit-liit namin doon. Parang ganun. Pero minsan nagtatanong nga kami, kanina pa ba kami pwedeng lumapit, ganyan. Pero mahirap po talaga. Bali ngayon yung ginagawa na lang namin, mga replica ng application. Pero yun po, wala talagang solid na parang foundation or organization na tumutulong sa amin para dun sa application. And sometimes, when we tap media partners, parang hindi naman siya ganun napapansin dahil nga hindi naman impactful. Parang sa kanila, parang kasi iniisip po nila na kailangan pa siya ma-recognize ng iba para parang yun po. Pero kasi yung NWagi, hindi naman po kami gumagawa ng mga projects or program para ma-recognize lang. We do it for the sake of the need of the people for it. Ganyan. So, medyo mahirap po kasi po yung sa mga organization, mahirap din po talaga yung labanan ng kung kilala yung organization or hindi. Yung NWagi po kasi hindi kami ganun ka sobrang
Yeah.
kilala, kinang, pero grounded
Very
po talaga
lucky
yung mga
today,
programa.
Cory, if you don't mind, because Jessica
Yeah.
NUJP, the National Union of Journalists in the Philippines, is here, and she's a co-host. Maybe she can endorse your organization.
Yeah, I will.
podcast.
I will. Yeah. May
Yeah.
tanong pa ako pala, Flory.
Yes, please.
Advance happy birthday nga pala. Okay. Ang tanong ko lang,
Hey, pala, Cory, someone greeted you here.
Kaya nga po, may una nang nag-greet.
yes. Ang tanong ko lang kasi, wala bang tulong na pwedeng matanggap mula sa Philippine government? Kasi alam mo, di ba, Michael, in Germany,
Only the
there are
Philippine
lots
is
of
helping them.
NGOs, no? And we're getting help from the German government. What about the Philippine government?
Sometimes, when politicians or the government would help people, it should be endorsed or we should endorse them and it's not on the line or on the principles of our organization to have partisanship, or kahit ako din po bilang isang individual, many times I was offered by politicians to gain something, but I refuse because it's not our, parang hindi tayo gumagawa ng isang bagay para mag-gain natin yun and magkaroon ng kapalit, or di kaya yung iniisip ko nga po nun dapat pondohan talaga yung mga ganitong
Mhm.
proyekto dahil responsibilidad 'to ng ating gobyerno, and
Gobyerno. Yes.
there is a need to do it.
Mhm.
Pero with the kind of system that we have in the Philippines, hindi kasi gano'n po kadali. Kaya we just
Okay.
remain on our zone and stuck with our principles, and also remain with our values, because the projects and the programs that we are doing is for the masses, and ito po yung dapat nating itaas at hindi yung mga individual. So kung tutulong sila sa amin na kailangan may kapalit, and hindi po yun kasama sa mga values namin, siguro refrain na lang po. Parang ganyan
Yeah.
po.
Better not. Yeah.
Florrie's
Okay.
just Florrie's like a mini me.
Opo.
Yeah,
Ano,
I think
bata pa lang po ako,
why
marami
you
na po
can
akong
know
pinaglalabas sa buhay.
younger. I'm also very idealistic during that time. I was into a lot of organizations. I was into academics. I was doing this. I wanted to change the world. I'm like Lori, but small steps. Mas grabe yung, what we went through before. And no one, at least now, a lot of people are listening to you. During our time, no one was, stopping and
Actually,
listening to us. We were just, they're just kids. What do they know?
mm,
And now, at least, the voices of the youth now are being heard,
Yes.
right? There's just so
actually
much
yun nga din po.
talks going on in the world. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and we're trying to clean up the mess that the older generations are creating.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot to clean up.
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot of clean up. Exactly. So,
I think she wanted to say something.
yes, Jess.
Flory.
Flory, yes, Flory.
Yes, Flory. Yeah.
Ayun po, okay lang. Wala po, okay lang po.
Okay.
Okay.
May tanong.
So, nakita ko kasi on your page, there was like a membership time frame for membership application, and
Apo.
it was closed now, right? So how
Opo,
do
close na
people
siya.
qualify since you're very strict kayo? You only limit to 40
Opo.
core members only. Yeah.
Um,
What should be the qualification?
Bali po, actually, it is open for everyone, but then they have to have parang writings, parang meron silang mga
Endorsement?
questions na kailangan pong sagutan, and then after po
Okay.
that, they will have an interview with us, and then we will
Oh,
look kung paano ba sila mag-talk, mag-isip. Not hindi nila kailangan maging magaling po, or hindi kailangan na achiever ka, but then the desires of the heart, kung bakit nga ba nila gustong sumali sa organization. Parang
Okay.
ganun. And then after that, they will go to various training. So the 40 people in the NWagi project are well trained. So before they seated on their positions, or kahit yung pumalit po sa akin chairperson, they have a long way trainings in order to realize and know kung paano ba gumagalaw yung mga bagay sa organization, and why there is a need to do grounded programs and project for the Philippines. Dahil po, kung titignan natin, yung mga organization sa Pilipinas, napakarami talaga. But then, not everyone are grounded. Parang, it is good that we do donation drives, pero mahalaga talaga na makagawa tayo ng mga programa na long-term at impactful sa buhay ng bawat tao. Kasi yung mga feeding program and donation, maganda po siya, pero nakakabusog siya ng kalamnan sa maliit na oras or pagkakataon. But then when we give them opportunity to learn, to be educated, to have opportunities and platform for livelihood, for science and everything, they could do it with themselves. Education is a very good weapon talaga para ma-rise yung lahat sa poverty. Parang ganyan po yung idea. Kaya dami nilang trainings. Ganun po.
Yeah, and so before we continue with our questions, Mike.
Yes, as usual, this episode also in 2022 is supported by amazing pure organic barley, which provides you with stamina and vigor to survive long hours of work and play. For inquiries, please contact Miss Jess Esquilio. You may also email her at jess@esquilio.de for more information.
I am Maritoni Fernandez, and we are in the middle of a barley field here in Swan Hill, Australia.
Well, we think we have the best barley in the world because of our clean irrigation water. Water comes from the Murray River, which is a freshwater river. All our drinking water comes from the Murray River too. So it's full of nutrients, and also the climate is perfect for growing winter cereals. Clean, green, certified organic.
Yeah, we're certified with NASA, which is one of the Australian certifications for organic. iwin Worldwide gets its barley grass powders from Herbal, which sources them from us at NutriGreen, so you're guaranteed the best barley grass powders in the world.
I am truly proud to say that we are now the sole distributor in the Philippines for NutriGreen barley.
Amazing Pure?
Yes, amazing pure organic barley provides you with stamina and vigor. Please contact Miss Jess Esquilio. You may also email her at jess@esquilio.de for more information.
And we're back, and we're gonna ask Lori more questions.
Yes, one question aside would be in the 4 years of the existence of NWagi project, which was the most successful of the projects?
Maybe more successful or interesting to you.
Yes.
Para po sa akin, yung pinaka-interesting po na project, medyo mahina po yung signal.
Yes.
Mahirap po kasi every project has a special place in my heart. Pero siguro po yung una po namin siguro na project kung saan nagput kami ng box sa labas ng classroom namin nung 16 nga po ako nun. Tapos nagsabi kami sa mga kasama namin na mga estudyante na maglagay lang kayo dyan ng kahit anong stuff na hindi nyo na ginagamit, tapos ibibigay natin sa mga street children or mga children sa slums ng Mandaluyong. And then, akala namin wala pong papansin ng pink na box, pero everyone donated and the box was full. Parang may picture pa nga po ako nun dati. So parang yun po yung pinaka-special project kasi dun po talaga nagsimula yung NWagi project. Sa isang box na sinabi namin na sana punuin niyo po yung box na to. Tapos ngayon, yun, dami na nag-fill ng box na yun. Parang ganyan po. And TalkAlley was one of the people talaga na nag-put din ng something sa box na yun.
Yeah.
And we were able to help a lot of people. Ayun po.
We wanted to help more, but
Yeah.
we will try every time. Every time there's
Thank you
something, webinars, or we will be collaborating with your organization from now on.
Yes.
So,
Thank you po.
before you ask your questions again, guys, we just wanna say hello to Sin Llorente from Dennis
That's
Joel Paraguay in Baguio, sa friend of
Right.
Jessica.
Yeah.
Hello po sa mga taga Baguio. Hello to Danica Sofia Haro from the NWagi project also.
And
So,
so,
comments from Sind actually, and he said, I just hope you should ask help and assistance to the educational sector so that it is backed up and recognized to avoid dirty thoughts for your organization, especially large amount of money involved. So, and from Jerson Corpus, Happy New Year, TalkAlley, super interesting topic. Thank you, Jerson. So yun, Sin Llorente was giving you an advice para daw, there, I posted it.
yeah, see, that's Dennis Paraguas, no, from Baguio.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ayan. Thank you po sa suggestion. Bali, may advisor po kami din na tumutulong din sa aming mga kabataan doon, and doctorate na degree na rin po siya. So siya po yung tumutulong sa amin when it comes to handling our finances. And also, may mga education sector po talaga kami na tied up. Depende po sa project project na ginagawa po namin. And also, wala po talaga kaming money na natitira dun sa NWagi. Every time na binibigyan kami ng donations, everything was given to the people kung kanino siya tinutulungan. So, every project, we started zero. As in po talaga. We started
Okay.
zero and then nagugulat na lang po kami sa kayang ibigay ng taong bayan. Ganun po siya nag-work. And then kung kailangan siya gamitin dun sa project na yon, binubuhos po namin lahat dun. Kaya po, wala po halos natitira. Pero po, natutuloy yung project and tumutulong po talaga yung mga tao. And pag may natitira po, ginagamit din po namin siya para sa mga load assistance din po ng mga kabataan na nag-online class nga or sa mga members po namin na nangangailangan dun. Parang ganun po gumagalaw siya. So, ayun po. Everything was given to everyone who really needed it. Parang ganyan po.
Kaya nga masyado kong curious, no, kung ano talaga yung meaning ng NWagi para sa inyo. No?
We're
It's not
builders.
maliwanag na talaga siya na carpenter, no? Somebody builds something. Talagang bumubuo talaga kayo para makatulong sa mga taong bayan saka sa mga nangangailangan. Maganda yan talaga.
Lori, if there's something you can say to the president right now as a youth, what would it be?
Okay?
I think it is very important for the president to be grounded in a terms of handling the programs and projects that we have in the COVID-19 pandemic. Siyempre gusto ko pong wag na lumayo. My message would be about the COVID-19 pandemic because yun talaga yung problema natin dito sa buong mundo at sa Pilipinas. There are a lot of misprioritized programs and projects in the time of the pandemic. And I think it would be best if they put it on the health sector, the education, and also the agricultural sector because as a history major student, talagang nakikita natin sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas na malaki talaga yung ambag ng agrikultura sa ating bansa.
Yes.
If we put a lot of funding to the agricultural sector of the country and give genuine agrarian reform to farmers, malaki yung matutulong nito sa ating ekonomiya na makakatulong para magpatuloy para lumaki yung budget ng public health natin and also ng education. And magtutuloy-tuloy na po siya. And because tatlo po kasi yan dapat eh. Dapat, when we do programs and project, the president must recognize it should be scientific. Dapat, objective siya and research-based. Scientific po dapat. Next is mass-oriented. Ibig sabihin, yun talaga yung pinakailangan ng tao at naiintindihan ng leader kung ano ba yung pinagdadaanan. Dapat bottom to top siya. Kasi po, yung klase ng programa na meron tayo sa Pilipinas, top to bottom. So, pagdating sa bottom, wala ng pondo kasi and also nationalistic na tumutugon siya sa pangangailangan ng Pilipinas at hindi siya nakaangklad dun sa parang kung ano ba yung gusto sabihin sa atin ng mas malaking ng globalization. Maganda yung globalization po talaga, hindi po ako anti-globalization. Pero maganda din na magkaroon tayo ng sariling paninindigan din sa ating bansa. Parang ganun po, nationalistic siya in scope. Na for example, kaming mga kabataan, bilang scholar ng bayan din po ako, nag-aaral kami para maging magaling na abogado, doktor, at iba pa sa ating bansa at hindi para sa idea na mag-work na lang kami at magkapera. Parang ganyan po. It should be laging para sa bayan. Ganun. Hindi ko po alam if idealistic po ako sa mga sinasabi ko, pero yun po kasi yung gusto sabihin ng
This is
puso
the
ko.
foundation, Tori. Don't sway or don't doubt yourself. That's good. We should learn to reach out to the world, but retain our culture. Retain what is within us, and we should educate the youth in order to retain the culture that we have. And also, on that note, remember earlier, Flori was saying that, they created the mission and vision, the youth, coordinated with the Department of Education, because this is very important. When she said it's scientific, should be scientific based. Who else is going to understand more but the doctors, the frontliners, and the scientists about the pandemic?
Yep.
Not someone else, not from another sector like the military. They won't be able to understand or experiment with regards to the viruses. No, they're the only ones who will be able to know that. Like here in Germany, the experts are doing it, and we listen to them because it's science based.
Yes.
So
Yes.
who else will know what the problem or the needs of the youth but the youth themselves? So
Yes.
that's very important that the government or the current administration or whichever administration is gonna be next year
Mhm.
should do. They should reach out to the
Mm.
um, proper group. If the problem is
Yes.
about war, then they go to the military. Whoever is expert in that field, hindi yung, we're talking about the pandemic, and you get someone and assign someone there who doesn't have a medical background.
Yes.
Like,
Um.
also with
Mm.
the party list system, why run for something that represents something, an organization which you yourself are not using. I don't want to be specific, but there are people who are running for party list system who are actually not really supposed to be representing such organization, like the
Mhm.
farmers, but his field is something else. Someone who's representing that exact field should also represent them in Congress because they know
Mm-mm.
what's going on, right?
Yes.
Sorry, that's
Sobrang
what
agree
she's.
po talaga ako, ma'am. As in, totoo po talagang sana po paglaki ko ganyan, kayo nga po talaga yung older version ko, ganyan. You know,
Yeah.
ano what po, for the past years of working in the grounds and also communities, akala ko nung nandito ako sa Pilipinas at naging Asian Girl Ambassador ako, magbabago yung pagtingin ko kasi sinasabi nila na, ngayon lang yung idealistic ka kasi bata ka pa or hindi mo pa nakikita yung iba pang parte. But then when I was able to go to other countries and to speak and to learn their cultures and values, there I realized that hindi dahil naging okay siya sa ibang country, magiging okay din sa Pilipinas. Kasi given na yung geographical location natin, yung temperature, lahat iba. So, kailangan,
Mhm.
dun din umaangkla yung challenge sa mga president natin. Kailangan maintindihan nila kung ano nga ba yung Pilipinas at kung ano yung konsepto ng pagiging Pilipino para malaman nila kung ano yung pinakadapat na programa na ibigay sa atin. Ganyan. And tanggalin din yung mindset ng mga politicians at ng mga magiging presidente natin or ng mga tumatakbo ngayon na utang na loob natin sa kanila yung mga ginagawa nila sa atin dahil kahit kailan walang utang na loob ang taong bayan sa mga politiko or sa mga
That's right.
nakaupo. When they do something great for us, it is because it is our rights and it is
Mhm.
they are mandated to do that.
Yeah.
Kaya
Mhm.
kailangan tignan natin lagi yung mga programs and project, hindi sa mga ina-appreciate yung mga bagay na magagandang ginawa nila, ngunit kailangan din maging mindful tayo dun sa mga bagay na maling ginagawa nila. Kasi walang pagiging iba yung pagiging presidente sa pagiging chairperson ng isang youth organization. Kami,
Mhm.
or di kaya pagiging presidente ng student council. Yun din yung sabi ko nga po nung naging student council president ako. Sabi ko, kung may ginawa kaming tama sa konseho, deserve nyo yon. Pero kung may ginawa kaming mali, kailangan nyo yun punain. Kasi
Mhm.
'pag ikaw ay naging presidente, maliit man o malaking organisasyon, wala kang karapatan magkamali dahil maraming buhay yung naapektuhan. Parang hindi
Yes.
siya puwedeng sabihin na tao lang siya, hindi siya perfect. Hindi puwedeng
Mhm.
gano'n kasi ibig sabihin hindi napag-aralan ng maayos yung mga programa at may maaapektuhang buhay. Parang ganyan po siya.
That's
Gano'n ko
true.
po siya kaya
Um,
challenge po talaga.
if I would say because Flora and I, we grew up from the province, we were trained there as leaders, as organizers. If your foundation is right, it's not going to leave you behind. You're not going to be swayed unless you choose to. Because ako,
Yes.
growing up, I started out like you. And then when I met my husband at the university, it still remained. Kahit even if you travel far away, it will still remain. I still started doing a lot of fundraisings, no,
Correct.
with our organization when we were in university, and it remained in me because it started when I was younger. I was trained to do it, and now that I'm here, I'm just lucky that my partner before, Dean, invited me to create this platform, and now with this platform, I was able to use it to also reach out to other organizations, listen to what they need, what they learned, and they wanted to learn it too and wanted to share it to the world. So wherever you are, it's always with you. It's gonna be always with you.
Yes.
You will still try to help one way or the other. It might not be that magnanimous or the help that we are giving, but at least we're trying to start an effect. It's
Yeah,
like a
it's like a
monopoly.
domino
A
effect.
domino. It's
Yes.
not monopoly, sorry, domino effect. Thank you
Yes.
so much for correcting me. It's
Yes.
like a domino effect. We start out, with one domino and it runs like
Yes,
an
it
electricity,
ripples throughout.
ripples.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's how it is. So I hope you continue to do it. So what do you look forward to in 2022?
First, dahil po, yung backstory din po pala, 'di ba hindi na po ako yung chairperson ng NWagi project, may bago na po
Yes.
kaming officers. So
But you're still the founder.
for the past 4 years po kasi, kaming apat na pioneer talaga ng organization ay nakaupo bilang officer dun sa 40 na yon. Pero
Mm.
ngayon, gagraduate na po kami sa organization and may bago na pong mga uupo. Nung tinanong nga po ako nung nasa New York, kasi ako yung pinakabata dun eh, tapos sabi nila, so kailan magsa-stop yung project nyo? Sabi ko nga when the world doesn't have violence, when the world doesn't have, parang may 0% of violence and abuse yung mundo, dun magsa-stop yung organization.
Yes.
Pero with the kind of um, things that we have now, parang hindi pa siya kailangan mag-stop. And kami, hindi naman kami buong buhay namin nandito kami. So, sabi ko nga, yun nga yung wish ko sa 2022, na maging mas mahusay. Alam kong mahusay po yung mga uupo sa NWagi ngayon because we well train them. Pero sana mas maging grounded yung mga programa na gagawin nila. And nagtitiwala naman po ako, more like dun po, na mas kakayanin ng organization na, na magtuloy-tuloy. Na hindi siya umangkla sa iisang tao, sa iilang tao, pero sumentro siya sa kung saan siya pinakailangan at lumaki pa siya. Ganyan po. Na hindi siya makilala dahil kay Flory or dahil sa mga naka-founding members, pero dahil NWagi siya and kaya niya magstay sino man at ano man yung kasama doon. Parang ganyan po. Ayun po yung
Okay.
2022.
Masyadong inspiring talaga yung mga sinasabi ni Flory.
That is very inspiring, yes, of course.
Kasi po parang
totally
pag
agree.
pag youth advocate po kasi kami, parang sa Pilipinas pag youth advocate ka po, minsan may mga tendency tayo na maging messianic. Na akala natin we could really change the world pero hindi pala ganun. Na hindi mo kayang gawin yun mag-isa. The idea of the NWagi project is tama po yung sinasabi ni Ma'am din po na ano po siya when I was able to go to countries nga po, I realized that if I was able to do this and the people on my provinces were given the same opportunities, maybe they could do it better than me. Yun po talaga yung sabi ko noon at the age of 16, yun po talaga yung sabi ko na siguro pagka binigyan sila ng mga opportunity to, mas magaling pa sila sa akin. The reason why the NWagi project was created to give opportunities to youth to be able to grow and to be able to get out of their comfort zone and learn the world and do things which inspire them while helping the world. Kasi walang walang mali kung tayo ay magiging doktor, magiging mga professionals or kahit ano man gawin natin, kahit naglalako lang tayo, na may ideyang binabago natin yung mundo. Pero mali at selfish pakinggan kung gusto lang nating yumaman or magkatrabaho pero wala tayong idea na gusto nating baguhin yung mundo. Parang ganyan po. Because tayo naman yung umano dito eh. So yun po na parang para hindi maging messianic, una kailangan natin maintindihan na hindi natin siya kayang gawin mag-isa. Kaya kailangan ng mga tao na nagbubuklod. And kung tingin mo makakapagbigay ka ng oportunidad sa ibang tao, you always give ways and opportunities to people because hindi araw-araw buhay ka. Parang ganyan. Kaya kailangan magtuloy-tuloy siya. Kasi patuloy ikot yung mundo. Parang ganun po yung idea. Hindi ko po alam if nagme-make sense po yung sinasabi ko.
No. Very well said.
It makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
we do not wonder anymore if Greta Thunberg is existing. As I've said before here in on Talk Alley, this a lot of Greta Thunberg has already existed a long
Yes.
time ago. Before nagkaroon lang siya talaga ng because it's a need. Climate
Platform.
change
Mm-mm.
really, really in need of help right now because a lot of damages it has caused a lot of damages worldwide
Mm.
already. But there's a lot of Greta Thunberg around the world already. And why is that? We question ourselves. Why are they existing? Because of the need for change. And it should be given a thought. Why are they existing? Why are there so many youth speaking out? It's because there's so many troubles in the world that needs to be
Mm-mm.
taken care of, right, Mike?
Yes, a lot of troubles in the world.
Yeah, Fridays for Future.
Fridays for Future, yes, meeting and continuing to do so.
Yeah, there's a lot of, we have Fridays for Future here. Tell Tori about it. What's Fridays for Future?
Yeah, Fridays for Future was started also via Greta
Greta
Thunberg
Thunberg.
or
Yeah.
organizations who started to um,
Rose because of
yes,
Greta. Yeah.
yes.
Mm.
So the youth also, they come together every Friday
Mhm.
to protest for the
Yes.
government, stand up against climate change,
Mm.
to
And
create
walang
law.
mali dun.
Yes, to create laws. Dito kasi, if you're an activist, you don't get shot,
Yes.
It's a different
That's
world here.
that's what I keep on telling people because I am a human rights activist po, tita. I
Yeah.
started as a child rights activist nung yun nga nung bata po ako and then na-realize ko na when I go to other countries, people acknowledge you because you're a child rights activist or a human rights activist. Nagugulat
Mhm.
nga po yung parents ko na bigla na lang po may magpapadala ng award sa bahay, ganyan, na galing ibang
Mm.
bansa. But then you were never recognized on your own country. Nung sabi nga ng coach ko na you cannot be a hero on your own country. But
Yeah,
then,
you can.
knowing history, yun nga, dahil, ano propaganda pa din. Malaking
Mhm.
role yung propaganda why the people of the Philippines doesn't believe in the parang rights of the people to be an activist and to go against it. Kasi yun nga yung ideology na pinuput up sa atin, utang na loob natin na maganda yung pen kaysa sa sword. But then to think of it, walang mas magaling sa pen and sword. Both of them should be recognized because both of them have done better things for the country. Parang ganyan po yung idea. Whether what profession you have, whether you wanted to be an activist or not, as long as you wanted to fight for something, you go for it. Na
Yeah.
ano siya parang hindi siya dapat pinapatigil kasi yung mga grounded na mga batas na meron tayo ay galing din naman sa mga aktivista. Parang ganyan po yung idea.
Yes, I agree. And as a comparison, they always say you cannot compare the first world to the third world country. The needs of the people and the youth there. They should think that in the first world country, these children are already privileged. Most of them, not all of them,
Yes.
but most of them, they're privileged. They only need to go to school. Like our kids, they just need to go to school. They don't need to work. Just focus on school. Focus on being young. But to see someone, a youth, protesting about something, you have to be surprised. Why? We give you everything that you need. But they're not concerned about themselves anymore. They're not concerned that they have everything that they need, but they're thinking of other people, of the world, of
Yes.
the community, of the environment. So that's a sacrifice. That's why it's being recognized
Yes.
here in first world countries because it's a sacrifice. It's the passion of those
Yes.
activists. They need to be on the streets to be heard,
Mm.
and they need to be out there. Actually, in the Philippines, ganun din eh. When we were protesting before, yes, I'm also an activist, Lori. I
Opo.
have friends also who are from privileged families. Not everyone, I just want to say, not everyone are from the unprivileged sector.
Yes.
I want to say, there not all of us there are not privileged.
Yes.
If you're an activist, they would think they're very poor. That's why they're there. No, not every activists are like that.
Bayaran, ganun.
Paid or hindi pa uso sa amin na mga bayaran stuff. No one
Mm.
is ever. Yeah, because yeah, we speak English a lot, so they cannot tell us that we're bayaran. We're that type of activist na if you talk to me in Ilonggo, I speak to you back in English. so they're very surprised when I'm in one of in the rallies, because sometimes some media people would talk to me and I cannot understand what they're saying. Oh, you have to talk to my friend because he can speak better. Kasi I have to pass the journalist to another person because it's in Ilonggo. And yeah,
Yeah.
I am Ilonggo, but I cannot speak straight Ilonggo talaga.
Yes.
So, yun, I'm
Because
confused.
pag
Yeah.
ano po kasi, pag ikaw ay taga-probinsya, you don't
Mhm.
speak Tagalog well, but you speak English and Bisaya. So, medyo ganun po kami sa pag ano, grabe gid ya kagwapo gid ya, 'di ba? Very nice. Parang ganyan. Hindi
Hindi
hindi kami
Tagalog.
fluent sa Tagalog.
It's just that I don't, parang feeling ko dati, I don't represent organization because they will be confused. They don't want me, actually, kasi they feel that may mga tinatag sa atin, like you speak like that, you're conyors, parang
Ah,
elitista, you don't represent the
yeah,
organization.
Portuguese, ganyan po.
Exactly. I'm not masa enough to speak to the public. Anyway, I still attend though. Yeah. How about you, Jess? Have you ever experienced going to protest back
Okay.
home?
Isang beses lang actually, no, na um, dahil naalala mo noon yung bases, US bases, kasi matanda na ako sa inyo eh, no? Kaya yung
Okay.
time ko yung gusto nilang paalisin yung US bases sa Pilipinas. Ang tagal-tagal na noon, 90s. No? Masyado akong matanda na kaya ganyan.
Di pa
So
ata
meron,
pinapanood.
so once lang. Kasi
Yeah.
bawal din sa amin na sumali-sali sa mga protest na yan. Dahil alam mo naman, ang mga magulang natin, no, pagdating sa mga demonstrasyon, lalo na pagdating sa ang anak ko aktivista, masyado na silang takot. Kasi
Mhm.
you know what is happening, what happened in the Philippines, no, during the time of Mr. Marcos and what is happening now, no, in the Philippines, no, kapag naging aktivista ka, iba na yung tingin sa iyo ng tao. Parang
Yes.
this time, if you're an activist, meron ka na agad na red tagging agad, 'di ba?
Mm.
Hindi nila sinasabi na hindi nila akalain na itong taong 'to may prinsipyo lang na pinaglalaban. So red tagging na 'yon, magtago ka na muna kasi kailangan mo muna mag-lie low kasi mahirap na kasi marami ka may pamilya kang iniisip din eh. Kaya nga marami tayong may mga comments dito na galing din kay Dennis Paraguas, no? Maria, yeah, the last one, no? You posted it na.
Yeah.
Would you like to read it, Maria?
No,
The
Mike
last
would read it. Can you read the comment of Mr. Paraguas? It's on I posted it.
Yeah.
I'll try to look for it.
And that's for Flory now. This
Here, okay. This one is what's on screen. I admire your way of thinking, Flory, but only if people could think the way you think. Surely it will be a wonderful world to be in. But reality check, it will never happen because of self-centered way of thinking. In other words, survival or how to survive is still the key for everyone.
Can you comment on that,
Um,
Flory?
Kasi naman, we need to teach people how to fish and not just give them fish for the day. And I
Yes.
think that's the foundation of the NWagi project. They're not
Yes.
only,
Mm.
as I mentioned earlier, they're not only raising funds for a particular, kasi typhoon naman, that's immediate, diba? It
Yeah.
doesn't
Yes.
happen. So they're creating foundations for the youth and teaching them how to be being a good leader now and an honest leader is actually a necessity. A foundation to having good leaders like Flory is really necessary kasi they're very rare. Endangered na nga yung iba eh. They're very rare now. Wag na natin
Ay,
gawing extinct. Exactly.
opo. I think everyone would always speak to be survive in this world. Parang to survive in this world kasi po, kahit kami rin sa Anluwagi, gusto din po namin ng survival in a sense na marami pang laban na kailangang panalunan kaya pangit din yung unnecessary sacrifices. Kaya kailangan
Mm.
talaga mag-survive ng bawat individual. Pero 'di ba po hindi po ba maganda na habang nagsu-survive tayo ay nagsu-survive din yung ibang tao. In that sense, turuan katulad ng sinasabi ni Ma'am Maria na turuan natin yung mga tao kung paano yung way natin of surviving para sila din mag-survive on their own ways and platforms, ganyan.
Yes.
Ganun po yung idea niya. In a sense na hindi rin po siya idealistic dahil grounded siya at kailangan talaga siya ng mga tao. And also, research-based yung Anuwagi in a sense na tumatalakay talaga kami kasama ng mga eksperto para malaman kung ano ba yung pinakakailangan ng sektor na yon. So, mas na-address ng tama yung mga pangailangan. Kasi, minsan, iniisip ng mga tao, ng mga magulang or matatanda or kahit namin mga bata na yung problema natin sa pagkain or kakulangan natin sa pagkain or walang trabaho ay dahil sa katamaran or di kaya um, dahil sa personal nating mga desisyon or bagay. Pero minsan, may mga times din na nakaangklas siya dun sa political situation and socio-economic situation ng isang bansa. So, minsan
Mm.
pala, yung mental health ng tao, hindi lang pala siya dahil low lang yung dopamines mo or what. Pero kung tignan natin siya sa scope ng sociological basis na parang, ay kaya pala low yung mental health niya dahil sa pandemic. Ay, ba't may pandemic? Dahil sa poor COVID response. Sino yung may poor COVID response? So, nakakonect siya sa mas malaking bagay. Ganyan. Kaya yung survival na sinasabi ng mga tao, pag naiintindihan natin siya sa mas malalim na basis, magsusurvive ang mga tao kung naiintindihan natin na yung problema natin ay hindi lang siya nakaangkla dun sa personal natin pero sa mas malaki pang spectrum. Ganun po. Hindi ko po alam kung na-explain ko po ng maayos eh.
You've
Pero
explained it
ganyan
to
po
me.
siya.
Also, not just for individuals, like what Mr. Who was that?
Paraguas.
Who
Yeah.
did that comment? Mr.
Paraguas.
Llorente said,
Yeah.
not just the individual survival, but of course the organization as well. We have so many
Yes.
organizations in the Philippines actually, but
Mm.
they're not consistent. You need to be consistent. You need to be, consistent in a way na hindi lang spur of the moment. Every time may ganito, you exist because of a typhoon. You exist because you need to have a pageant. You exist because you need to. It's something spur of the moment. There's so many organizations like that.
Yes.
Hindi sila consistent. And you also need to be compassionate in a way
Yes.
that you need to understand why you are an organization in the first place, right?
Feeling ko
You
po,
need
yung
you
secret,
need to have
kaya,
commitment. Please,
mm,
you need to have commitment. You have to commit
yes,
yourself why you're part of the organization. So these three really need to be, together to exist and to survive, not just an individual, but also as an organization. Yes, Lori.
feeling ko po kaya yung secret din, kaya nagtatagal yung Anduwagi is dahil grounded yung mga programs and project namin, hindi namin ginagawa yung programa para sa own convenience namin. In a
Mm.
sense na, minsan kasi pag tayo ay gumagawa ng programs and project, kunwari, nagpa-donation drive tayo, tapos hindi naman pala yun kailangan ng mga taong yung sectors na tinutulungan natin, hindi pala sila yung may kailangan dun. Kunwari, nag-donation drive, nagpa-feeding program tayo, pero yung mga audiences or yung mga beneficiaries natin ay galing pala sa mga middle families at may kakayahan na kumain sa kanila. Na-feed natin yung ego natin na nakapag-donation drive tayo, pero hindi natin na-address yung problema ng maayos. So,
Mm.
yun minsan yung reason kung bakit ang isang organization ay hindi nagtatagal dahil pag kunwari hindi na nafi-feed yung ego nila na para makapag-donate ulit or what, na tinatamad na sila, nawawalan na yung passion. Pero 'pag naiintindihan mo na kunwari tumulong tayo sa donation drive at alam natin talaga na kailangan siya ng mga tao or yung victims na yun dahil immediate siya and Typhoon Odette yun, mas gugustuhin ng mga tao or ng organization na tumulong dahil naririnig nila yung totoong kwento ng mga taong nangangailangan at paano natin sila nabago or natulungan. Parang ganyan po. So,
And that's field work. Actually, she
mm,
best explains it. Sa mga organizations, mga I cannot say specific organizations, but some organizations they do that field work minsan they are wondering why a student is there sa mga, di ba minsan we hear the news, there's a military encounter and the student is there doing field work. Actually, they're there because they're doing exactly what Flory is saying. They're trying to understand, parang nagre-research sila eh. How can you battle a battle without understanding the root cause of the problem? So, some of these students, they go to the field. Like, the environmentalists, they go to the environment. Like, marami tayong mga environmentalists na namamatay din, they getting killed in the forest because they're doing research. They need to understand the cause of the problem. That's why they're there in the field. I experienced that. Before doing the feeding program, I have to be in the areas where the masses are. Yeah, I need to live there. I need to understand why are they hungry. Hindi pwedeng dadala lang ako ng arroz caldo then and feed them and that's it. You have to understand why do they need arroz caldo? What's the situation? So before conducting something, before feeding the people, why do you need to feed the people? You have to understand the community. You have to belong there in order to understand. Yes, I am not really a part of their community, but that's where compassion is. So that's where commitment goes into the you have to know, you have to understand, right? Sorry, do you do
Yes.
also research when you do a project?
Yes po. Bali, halos lahat ng programs and project namin ay research talaga siya. Depende dun sa sector na gusto naming tulungan. Kaya minsan coordinate kami sa mga organizations talaga na grounded din yung approach nila dun sa mga sectors na gusto nilang talakayin. So, bawat programs and project namin ay pinag-aaralan talaga namin kung kanino namin siya ibibigay. Parang kanino kami makikipagtulungan. For example nga, hindi dahil tumulong sa amin yung OVP or di kaya yung ibang agencies or yung DepEd, ganyan. Sa lahat ng programs namin, sila nakasama namin. Kung kailangan sila sa programa na to, yon pinapayagan namin pong tumulong. Parang ganyan po yung idea. So, nakadepende po talaga siya. Yun, ganun po.
So it does not mean it limits them. For example, also if they reach out to OVP, doesn't mean they can't reach out to other,
Yes.
politicians who are handling such issue. So they can
Yes.
reach out to OVP, but it doesn't limit you kasi dito sa atin may mga partisans ang dami talaga. When you're that lang. It
But,
shouldn't.
bawal kami mag-endorse sa kanila dun sa mga
Exactly.
political.
Oo.
Opo.
And so right natin yan. As a citizen of the country, we can reach out to anyone. I can reach out to all the senators, all the congressmen. It's
Yes.
actually just so unlimited ang resources natin sa Philippines. And there's so much work to do there in every province, in every city. It's just the things that the youth can do is so unlimited. Kasi ang daming sira eh. Dapat ayusin. So I'm glad that Mori and the NWagi and other youth sectors we have spoken through the past year. No, there's so many youth representatives already who came here, who visited us, who joined the TalkAlley, and we've learned with them. And the Pride, Mindanao Pride, congratulations again, Hamilcar, for being one of the top outstanding organizations in the country.
Congratulations.
Yes, Hamilcar. Congratulations, we're so proud of you. It's been also with us, no, and the conveners of Dapat Sileni. They've been here. They're very active also. And who else were here? I forgot. Diane was here also. She was representing something for Kiko Pamilina's organization. Yeah, I forgot. There's just so many youth sectors, and the things that they are doing for the country is unbelievable. It's amazing. How about you, Jessica? What can you say about Tori and her projects?
Um, Talagang sabi ko nga kanina pa na talagang bilib talaga ako sa batang to. Talagang nagulat talaga ako, inspiring lahat ng sinabi niya, no? Sana nga magtuloy-tuloy ang mga ginagawa niya, and good luck sa new set of officers ng NWagi project. Yeah. At saka sabi rin nga may nag-comment din yata rito na sana daw yung organization mo will stay forever.
Yes, sana nga po.
Yeah, sa mag-stay forever,
Magpatuloy.
magpatuloy talaga siya and continue help our kababayans, no? Kung lalo na yung mga kabataan ngayon, lalo na ngayon sa pandemya, no? The problem of yung mental health problems, napakadami talaga. Actually, Maria and Mike, hindi lang sa Pilipinas ang problema ng mental health, no? Sa sa Germany din. Tsaka tumataas din yung sa Germany dahil sa pandemya, kapag may mga lockdown, tumataas din yung abuses ng mga sa women abuses, minsan nga pati nga yung yung mga men, yung mga abuses, hindi lang
Yes.
mga babae, 'di ba? Pati minsan pati yung mga lalaki na-a-abuse din. Pati yung mga bata. Yeah. Kaya we have to support such projects para makatulong para sa ating mga kababayan, hindi lang sa kababayan natin, sa mga kabataan at and I know TalkAlley will be there every week, and then if you need help, and I think Maria will help you, Mike will help you. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll
We'll
talk
try our
about
best.
it if you want, and then we will
Okay.
support you if you want.
Mike?
Yeah, for me, Flory, having you this year as the first guest is very inspiring
Yeah,
and
we want to
enlightening.
continue the
Yes,
yes.
yes, the
Starting the
collaboration.
year right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very inspiring. How do you become
A volunteer.
volunteer?
Ayun po, all our programs and project are open to people. Sa volunteers, wala po kang pinipili. Kahit sino po pwede mag-volunteer sa amin. Especially, kailangan nyo lang po pumili ng program and project na gusto nyo salihan. Parang ganyan na. For example, pag may educational discussion kami, open siya sa lahat. Pagka meron kaming mga programs din na kailangan ng volunteer, open po siya sa lahat. Wala po kami pinipili. Bali, dun lang po kami sa core team medyo strict dahil po talaga pong pinag-uusayan namin yung mga taong yun. Kaya po pag makikita niyo po yung mga NWagi people, the way they talk, they act, they bring themselves, ano din po talaga, empowering, and alam niyo talagang alam nila yung sinasabi nila dahil very well trained po yung bawat isa. Parang ganyan po.
Okay. So for our last question, please tell us how can they keep in touch with the Anluwagi, and please give a message to everyone who wants just inspire everyone.
Ayun po,
Especially-
bali, we have our Facebook page, yung The NWagi Project. You could reach it through messaging it. Parang pag minessage nyo po, active naman po yung mga officers namin or yung mga executive committee. Tapos sa akin din po, or kahit na sino po mga members ng NWagi, pwede nyo pong i-reach out para po magtanong sa orgs, and we were parang ano po kami, very accommodating po sa mga ganyan. And yun po, yung message ko po is, first, I would like to thank TalkAlley for having me here. Totoo po na we are starting the year right because we are starting it with an advocacy and a passionate heart to help our country. And also, I would like to thank si Clyde din po. I would like to thank Clyde because siya po kasi yung naging bridge din to be here. Actually, malaking factor po yung pag-push niya din, na sabi niya nga na sa org na lang namin ibibigay yung pera. Sobrang heartwarming po na we were able to raise 20,000 in just a few days para po doon. And yun, thank you Clyde or Tensyo kung andyan ka man. Yan,
Yeah.
and also to the youth out there, to all the sectors who are watching, I would like to thank everyone for listening and also letting everyone know that nagsisimula sa atin lahat ng bagay na gusto nating mangyari sa mundo. And kung kailangan pagbutihin natin yung mga values natin and make it intact para kahit ano man yung makita natin or pagdaanan natin ay we will still be able to give positive hope to people. Not in a toxic way, pero yung mga tangible na bagay na sana maintindihan natin na mahalaga na alam natin yung karapatan natin at paano ipaglalaban dahil sa NWagi Project kami naniniwala na dapat you cannot give what you do not have. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan paghusayan natin ang ating mga sarili para marami tayong maibigay ng mga tao. sa mga tao, whether will it be love, things, or kahit ano man ng mga bagay. So, ganun dapat natin tignan ganun dapat natin siya tignan. And
Sorry about that.
parang may tumatawag po ata yun.
Yeah,
And
it's okay.
also,
Okay.
lastly is, let us always put God first, because when we put God first, nothing can go wrong. Ayun po. And may we all have a good and prosperous 2022, because this year is for all of us. Ayun po.
Yay! Thank you
Yes,
for
thank
that
you for
very
that message.
inspiring message for us, Flory, and we hope to have you again here in the future in 2022. Next time, sana with Clyde na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baka magulo lang po kami dalawa. Pagka
Mas maganda
magkasama
nga yun
po
para
kami,
mas mas maganda
Oo,
yung
next
magkasama
time
si
we
Clark,
hope
di ba?
Clyde has also. Kasi sila yung mga go-tos ko, si Sean at si Clyde. They've assisted us in so many ways here at TalkAlley also. We've been reaching out with Music Cares last year because of them too. So yun, we thank them also. And we hope they continue their advocacies as well. And Jessica, thank you
Yeah.
for being here with us today.
Marami din salamat po. Thank you so much, Flory. Tsaka sana next time kasama na rin yung mga new set of officers, no?
ay pwede po.
Yes, definitely. Sana we can introduce
Oo,
them and
diba?
hear about, what they're gonna do in 2022.
Yes. Tama.
Yeah.
Challenge yun sa kanila kung nanonood man sila. Ayan.
Yeah. Thank you. You've really left a mark, Flory, and then please continue to do so.
Good luck,
Thank you
Flory.
po. We will keep in touch po, Ma'am Maria, and to everyone in TalkAlley. Thank you so much po.
Bye, Flory.
Bye-bye.
Flory. So, Jessica,
Yes,
what's your
ma'am.
New Year's resolution?
Okay. To stay healthy
Stay healthy.
and sexy. Oh, no.
Like an hour. Oh my gosh, she's the only person I know who bikes every day for more than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I have to go back to jogging again. I had gained so much over the holidays and then over New Year.
You gained so
Interesting.
much during the pandemic, Mike.
I'm making so much food.
Yeah, so much delicious food.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Yes, of course. Also stay healthy. Be better. Become even better. Yeah, as a husband and a father. Yeah, make the family happy.
I have so many. I wanna really go through with so many projects. Oh my God, I have so many pending projects I have to finish. Hey Jessica, ikaw ha? I have a project and we're not doing anything. It's January. Anyway, and also, of course, I also want to stay healthy. Oh my God, I really need to. I'm having already some back problems, back issues you have to deal with. And also,
You want to enjoy life, Maria.
Yeah, I want to, of
Yes.
course, I'm already happy with my family and my three riotous kids upstairs. They're being quiet right now. I'm actually really scared why they're so quiet. So, and the house is not burning yet. So anyway,
No, not
yes, we hope that everything will turn out well this 2022, right? We
Yes.
pray for peace, harmony, and great 2022 for everyone out there. Thank you very much. And
Shout
this
out
is
naman. Hi,
and
Mike.
I'm Maria and Jessica.
Yes, thank you for being with us, Jessica. See you next
Bye-bye.
Sunday.
See you,
The
people.
next Sunday here on Talk Alley. Bye.
Bye.